Maccabees TV showing unity, bringing forth mysteries of Israelite history, showing and proving who we are biblically, exposing false philosophies, keeping our eyes on the prophecies. Maccabees TV showing unity, bringing forth mysteries of Israelite history, showing and proving who we are biblically, exposing false philosophies, keeping our eyes on the prophecies. Children of Israel standing firm, we go hard, proving all things through the spirit of the Most High. Israelites bringing light to the truth in the midst of lies, being examples to the youth, so we utilize anything we get our hands on to open your eyes. Of course we get our read on. You can get edified on history, the Israelite mystery discovered through scriptures for many centuries. The proof is evident through the archaeology, old books and testimonies of our ancient family trees. Can't do nothing against the truth, but only for it. The white man said we Africans, we fell for it. The white man said we Hispanics, the fact is we the real Jews and we the chosen on this planet. Our people need to wake up, stop the madness. This unification ain't embracing the real mission. Maccabees TV showing unity, bringing forth mysteries of Israelite history, showing and proving who we are biblically, exposing false philosophies, keeping our eyes on the prophecies. Maccabees TV showing unity, bringing forth mysteries of Israelite history, showing and proving who we are biblically, exposing false philosophies, keeping our eyes on the prophecies.
Now, when I spoke to you on the phone, you also asked me, well, what are those 5 questions you wanted to know in advance? You didn't give me that courtesy of telling me what the questions you were going to ask me in advance were. But because I'm a righteous man, I'm going to give you the courtesy of giving you one. Saneter, what's that? What's that? Shalom, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Maccabees TV. It's your brother, Priest Daniel, Alliance of Israel, Maccabees Alliance Council. And I'm going to call this video Message to Saneter Studios and BlackNews102. Now, this video is not for everybody. So for those of you that are not interested in the subject matter, you can move on to the next video. But I have a message from my brother Saneter. Saneter, you feeling yourself lately? You have a new video series called The Interrogation Room, right? And in the interrogation room, you're bringing people onto your platform that believe in the Bible and are blindsiding them with questions about the Bible, calling yourself trying to get to the truth, when in actuality you're really just trying to entertain your audience and basically trying to, I'm going to say, clown those of us that come on the platform and answer these questions. The reason why I'm doing this video, when I called you and told you I was going to do it, is because you like to say that I'm running from you. Last I checked, I was in the so-called interrogation room twice. The first time, that I came on the so-called interrogation room. You called me and told me you'd like for me to come on. You didn't tell me what you were going to ask me. You just brought me on and blindsided me with questions. And I answered them. The second time you brought me on the so-called interrogation room, I was driving home from work. You called me. I specifically told you I didn't have a Bible with me. You didn't care. Just answer my questions, brother. The people want to answer. Just answer my questions, brother. So I answered your questions. Now it seems as though every time you wake up, somebody's giving you a call, somebody's texting you, or you're going to a website, and you're looking for so-called questions that contradict one another in the scriptures. And you're calling brothers up, and if for one time a brother says, hey, right now I'm a little busy, I'm not available, you love to use this narrative to say that people are running from you, let alone the fact that every time you called them, they took the call and answered the questions, but now they're running from you. So here's my challenge to you. I would like for you to come on my platform and answer 5 questions. Now, I called you and I told you this. You know what you said to me? You want to bring somebody with you. The answer is no. And here's the reason why. The reason why you cannot bring anybody with you is because you say you are Team Kemet. You say you represent Kemetic science. This is what you're teaching our people. So you mean to tell me you can't answer basic questions about the very foundation that you say you believe in? Is that what you're telling the people? That you know nothing about the very thing that you say that you're a part of? Is that what you're telling people? I'm not going to ask you any questions about the language or Medu Netter. No, I'm not going to ask you anything about that. I'm not going to ask you any very, very deep history where you have to have studied the history for many years. No. Just like you said, you're just asking us the basics of the Bible. I'd like to ask you the basics about ancient Kemet. And when I called you and asked you, would you come on the platform, you said you'll get back to me, and you haven't called me since. Why? Because I said you couldn't bring nobody with you. Let me say this, right? Number one, I'm not going to ask you any questions about homosexuality in ancient Kemet. Don't worry, because I know that's what you guys like to say. Oh, you're going to ask the same questions. Nope. My questions are going to be different than those that have been asked before, yet they're going to be very basic. So I'm calling you out in front of the world. Why? Because you have called me out many times on your platform. Many times. Said I'm running from you. You know, you have your fun with it. Your audience has their fun with it. And I don't complain. It's my turn now. Now I'm calling you out in front of everybody. You gonna run? You scared? You gotta bring somebody with you. See, I represent what I represent. So I'm willing to stand for what I represent. I'm willing to answer the tough questions for what I represent. And I realize the people that watch this channel, more likely than not, they're pretty much into what I'm into as well. Pretty much. So the people that watch your channel, they look to you as a leader. And they kind of follow behind your lead. So you as a leader now, that you're being challenged, you gonna run? Are you gonna run? Saw you guys uncross the line last night on Captain Tazariak's radio. Shout out to him. Saw you guys on there last night. Y'all didn't look too good. As soon as you got on Tazariak's platform, all of a sudden you wanted to change the rules. Now you guys didn't want to be interrogated. You couldn't stick to the subject. You kept bringing up the Bible because you guys cannot defend that madness in ancient Egypt. Saneter, I just have 5 questions for you. Now, when I spoke to you on the phone, you also asked me, well, what are those 5 questions you wanted to know in advance? You didn't give me that courtesy of telling me what the questions you were going to ask me in advance were. But because I'm a righteous man, I'm going to give you the courtesy of giving you one. Saneter, what's that? What's that? Can we have a discussion about that right there? Can we have a discussion about this right there? What's that? No, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Not until we talk first. But if ancient Kemet is better for our people, then I need for you to explain to people about this right here. Why should we put the Bible down in the Hebrew Israelite culture and follow behind a culture that does that? And I've been reading some of your ancient Kemetic texts as well. And there's some interesting stuff in your coffin text I'd like to ask you about. Now, as I've proven recently, I'm a man. I'm on some man stuff. If you come on the platform, I will apologize. But I'm going to go out on a limb right now and say, your behind ain't showing up on my show without help. Because if you do, you're not going to look good. I'm letting you know now. You want to take the challenge, Brother Saneter? No? Yeah? Okay. You can continue interrogating the Bible. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. But you will forever be known as having run from me. Because I got two up over you. I've been in your interrogation room twice already. You ain't come over here yet. So you will be forever known as the running man if you don't bring your behind to Maccabees TV. I got 5 questions for you, Brother Saneter. What in the hell is that madness right there? Shalom.
Stones at the Israelite throne. It's all good, but you're talking too soon and too much. Let us remind you about your works. The coffin text spells 700. The pyramid text. The papyrus Chester BD1 text of the 20th dynasty of the reign of Ramses V. Man.
I made a mistake. You're trying to make it into a homosexual thing when it comes to the Bible, when you can find it everywhere, including African societies. How could it be more homosexual, right, to kiss a man on the cheek than it can be to circumcise a grown man, grab a grown man's penis and circumcise him into the priesthood in Kemet? How could that be more homosexual, kissing a man on the cheek, than doing that? Yes.
And you know what? I made a mistake.